dear parents, families, friends and guests of today's Classic Orchestra Music Studios recital. Good evening, welcome, and thank you for having shared this magical evening of such wonderful talent and commitment right in front of us in this wonderful venue. Today indeed has been very special. In my youth, I used to like fairy tales. And I wonder if you too have reveled in fairy tales early in your lives, later on, and even much later. Did you? And to the youth on my right, I'm sure you have all heard fairy tales. Have you? And would you like to hear another one today? Yes? I would like to tell you a fairy tale, actually. 25 years ago exactly, a lady musician came back to Cebu with a dream. Her dream was to establish, to create, to invent an orchestra for Cebu. Not knowing how, not having a pattern to follow, but only a star and a dream. She came and tried to see what was existing in Cebu, and there was nothing. No musicians, no teachers, no instruments, no program, no government support, no community involvement in the classic music field that this lady musician was involved in. First, with the help of one violin teacher from Manila, she made a survey of instruments available in Cebu. There were none. So this lady musician went to Hong Kong and bought 100 violins from China, the cheaper versions, because that's all we could afford at that time. And then with this violin teacher and some colleagues, she went around looking for young talent to teach all over Cebu. They found some talent and started a training program for strings. From there, the program improved and included winds, and so on and so forth. Help came from Japan in the form of volunteer teachers, and eventually a string orchestra was formed together with some winds, and Cebu Youth Symphony Orchestra was launched in 1995. This has been very well documented. By the year 2000, this group evolved into the Peace Philharmonic Orchestra. This lady musician then spoke to the teachers and musicians and told them they had been given years of really high-level training, and they were now ready to face the world as very highly qualified musicians. So the scholars of this program went out on their own. Many had jobs in Manila, played in orchestras, had other jobs outside the field because we had made partnerships with universities for the students to also take academic courses in other fields as they desired. One of the alumni of this program, we shall call him RA for the moment, was one of the most outstanding students, scholars, products, and graduates of this program. Like I said, he is RA for the moment. And we had a kind of fairy tale romance also in the orchestra. RA and one of our flutists, for the moment we'll call her Gigi, fell in love just like a fairy tale, but young as they were and intelligent as they were, they decided that they would first pursue their careers separately and try to build something where they could do something good and better in the future. So RA went on his own, went to Manila, joined several orchestras, went abroad, joined several cruises, saw hundreds of cities in the world, dozens of countries, saved money, bought instruments, helped his family back home, and he also had a dream of his own. So after many years, he came back, and he came back for his sweetheart, Gigi. They had a very happy marriage, and together they established their own studio, their own students, and today we have witnessed the product of this not only romantic romance, but also a wonderful musical partnership. I would like to give a big hand to our maestro, Reynaldo Abellana. And his wife and musical partner, Aldine, Gigi, already. So she's Geraldine Galindo Abellana, and together they have a little daughter, Angel. She's around, I don't know, somewhere. I saw her earlier. Where are you, Angel? And, okay. And so imagine, little Angel is a product of this union, and her parents I consider my own musical children. So their pupils, who are all the young musicians on stage, I consider you my musical grandchildren. So to me, that is a real fairy tale of us having a dream and working very hard to pursue it, doing everything in your power with whatever limited resources are available, and trying to produce something beautiful for the community, and in the meantime, being able to develop each one personally. So us in the audience who have enjoyed the products of this hard training have to realize that anyone who is up on that stage has worked for hours and hours and hours of great sacrifice, great practice, and giving up many things, maybe sports and internet and Starbucks parties and all that stuff, just to be able to become musicians and to be able to produce something beautiful like you have today. So I would like to tell you that to me the lesson in the fairy tale is that if you do something, if you concentrate on something that you think you are good in and you love, you have to love it very much and are willing to sacrifice for it, you will become good, very good. However, this is not an obligation to become a musician or a professional musician. You can still have another career and be very good at it, but your training as musicians that you have had right now these last few years have trained you in your memory, in your focus, in your dedication, in your wish to become something very good. And if you carry this on into life, into any other career, with music as principal or secondary part in your life, it doesn't matter, it's okay. You are sure to become very good, very special, and leaders in whatever field you are in. So this is the thought that I would like you to bring home with you. Focus on something, love what you do, work very hard at it, and you are sure to be successful. And I would like to express appreciation to your parents and teachers who have really helped you and supported you and encouraged and inspired you to be what you are today. Even today at your young age, you are already something and somebody very special. Thank you for making us a part of this special day and special evening. Maestro Abellana, thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Ingrid Sala-Santamaria. Friends, this concludes Soundtracks of Summer, Classic Orchestra Music Studio's 9th recital. See you on the 10th. Good afternoon, and God bless us all.